Hello, it's Monday morning, and guess what? We're shooting this on the Thursday night before Monday. You know why? Because Mike Zimmerman and Chuck Holbrook right now are at the Arizona border getting ready to give a live report from Bulldog Nation News, another division of Bulldog Nation. So anyway, we're shooting some of these now. Do you see what I have in my hand? That is my BlackBerry. What do I have on my BlackBerry? On my BlackBerry comes text messages, emails, and Facebook messages all day long. I hate when people send me Facebook messages, though, instead of email, because I can't respond to Facebook from my BlackBerry the way I got it hooked up. But the bottom line is, I receive on this BlackBerry during the course of a day probably an email and a text message every minute. And what I do to stay up on top of them is I respond to them as they come in, which means I have this 24/7. Now, I turn it to silent when I sleep at night, but I keep it with me so when I wake up, I pick it up and look to see what, do I need to respond to somebody? I'm absolutely paranoid about my kids not being able to get a hold of me. Also, courts, except federal courts in Kentucky, you're allowed to take this into courtroom with you. So if it's on silent, while you're waiting for rulings and sitting around the courtroom, you can be productive. I've even used this during voir dire, that's jury selection, to text people and say, hey, do you know so-and-so? They might be on my jury. So this is a little tool and a little device to stay connected to the world. Do you know who hates my BlackBerry more than anybody else in the world? My wife. She refers to it as the word begins with a D. She goes, don't forget your D, sarcastically. Are you as bad as I am? I hope not. This is the Bulldog. Remember what the Bulldog says. Every dog has his day. I hope tomorrow is yours.